Howdy team. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you can hit the ground running so you can continue to grow your business irrespective of what's going to be happening in your industry, in your niche, in the world, in the economy, with interest rates, with the cost of living. Who the hell cares? You've got to focus on what you can control. I spoke to you many times on this show about how you can generate new leads. And more than ever, it is vital for you to be more visible. I spoke to you about this a couple of episodes ago. Showing up consistently is going to be absolutely vital to getting ahead of the curve and beating the competition. When you think of Joe Wicks, who I've referenced many times before, he is not the best personal trainer. He is not a fully qualified chef. And yet he has the biggest audience because he's likable. He has some of the best selling cookbooks because of his personal brand, because he has done PE with Joe every day throughout the course of the pandemic on YouTube. It's about making sure that you are ahead of the curve. And in a world that we're moving into, I believe, particularly for mortgage advisors, financial advisors, insurance advisors, equity release advisors, commercial advisors, we're going to be seeing a dip in property sales by around about 10 to 20%. Now, that might put you in fear mode because that is going to be a smaller cake. But here's the good thing. Having a smaller cake, I believe that those newer advisors that are currently joined the industry, say in the last 12 to 18 months, majority are going to leave the industry. It's been making hay while the sun's shining over the last couple of years. Whereas now, as we transition into the next year, it's going to be getting much harder. So what I believe is going to happen is that there are going to be 15 to 20% of brand new advisors leaving the industry, which for you creates a massive opportunity if you're looking at lead generation. Because by putting yourself out first, you're going to be the most visible, you're going to become the most known in your area. Now is a time when you need lead generation more than ever. And there's a million different ways you can attract new clients. So if you're doing videos, podcasts, YouTubes, blogging, posting consistently on social media, going out to networking events, getting as many people as you can on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. The more proactive you are, the more visible you become, the more you are likely to attract those ideal clients to you. Building an audience and gaining attention is the new currency as we move in to the next few months and potentially years. Social media is not going anywhere. But the key part of the process in being more consistent and showing up more regularly, how do you turn that audience into a lead or into a prospect, someone that you own their data, their name, number, and email address, which you can do through many different mediums. You can do it through ebooks. You can do it through scorecards. You can do it through inviting them to an online webinar. You can do it through doing a LinkedIn event. Once you own their data, it gives you an opportunity to remarket to them, because this is where you're going to get the growth in the next 12 months. Remarketing to leads, prospects, people you've spoken to that have not bought from you. Maybe it's 7 out of 10 people that don't buy from you right now. Maybe that's your conversion rate, 30%. But also remarketing and recontacting existing customers. More often than not, the energy and the effort goes into focusing on new leads. How do we get new people buying property? How do we get new life insurance clients? How do we attract more referrals and more recommendations? By going to your existing client bank. It's so underestimated. 80% of your revenue is going to come from 20% of your clients. So instead of constantly focusing on new inquiries for one, maybe two products, focus on going back to your existing database, building better relationships, creating raving fans, giving them courtesy phone calls, doing a partnership with a will writer, a financial advisor to offer pensions or investment advice. Go back to those clients and turn around and see if you can offer them an additional service where you could get an introducer fee back, because that is affiliate or introduced commissions where you can make additional revenue. It's so important to look at your existing database and not leave that untouched. More than ever, when the cost of everything is going up, you have an opportunity, particularly in life insurance, to go to each and every single one of your clients and check, are they paying too much for the cover that they currently have? Or would they like more cover for the same cost that they are currently paying? Do they have an older critical illness policy that could be reviewed and replaced with a new and improved critical illness policy? Is the income protection that they've taken still adequate for the income that they're actually earning today? We don't want people to be overinsured. We don't want people to have a lower value of cover. So do not underestimate the power of picking up the phone and speaking to 3 to 5 of your existing customers every single day next year. Because I promise you, those that are most proactive are the ones that are going to be getting the biggest result. This is how in all of my businesses, we are going to be focusing our attention in supposedly a downturned market. Being more visible, being more seen, being more consistent out there online, and maintaining and improving relationships with existing customers, which will bring in more referrals and recommendations. Those two things are going to make you not just survive, they're going to make you absolutely thrive. And when you want to be riding that wave, whenever the market changes, I was speaking to Alfie Best, who you heard on the podcast last week. Now, he said off air that we are about to go into the hardest recession that we have ever been in. He said that financial services and the banks are going to really retract their lending. He didn't want to say it publicly because, he didn't want to put fear into the audience. But I'm happy to tell you this right now. And I said to him that the way in which you can overcome that is through these two reasons. And he did agree. He said there is nothing like getting all of your best clients, your most high-paying clients, the ones that have bought the most amount of products from you, get them in a networking room, invite them to come to the races, hire a box, whatever it is, just get them in a room, get them to meet each other, get them to have conversations, do something for them, because the reciprocity, the need to give back will pay huge amounts of dividends. And it's the best marketing spend you could have. Go through your database and look at who are all the business owners. Go through your database and look at who all the property investors are. Get them together, help them to collaborate, to communicate, and be the facilitator of that. If you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always got. Now is the time where you have to do different things. That is what I'm advising my students, my clients, with inside my coaching and training business, Active Success. That's what we do within the academy and within the mastermind. One of the most undervalued tools that you can implement right now. And I hope you are writing these little bullet points back down. And I hope you go back and listen to this episode again, because there's nuggets in here that you can take away that will transform your business over the next 12 months and beyond. If you get those clients in a room and they haven't left you a testimonial or given you a specific review, that's your opportunity to make sure that you do get one. Take them go-karting. Just do things differently, because your business is built on the social proof that you have, what other people say about you. So my advice to you is to make sure that you're sharing at least 3 testimonials, case studies, stories every single week. Where a client was when they joined you, where they were when they left you, the results that you're getting for your clients, mentioning their specific circumstances in terms of if they're employed, a first-time buyer, a property investor, a small family of 3, whatever it might well be. Other people will look, read, and listen to that and say, I'm just like them. Maybe they can help me. This is where you need to be hugely proactive in order to be able to make sure that this year is your best year ever. I believe with an abundance mindset, there is a huge growth opportunity over the course of the next 12 months and beyond. And the hard work that you need to put in is right now. So as a summary to this for you, 80% of your revenue is going to come from 20% of your clients. So maintain relationships and improve relationships and enhance relationships with your existing clients. Being more visible and more consistent online is going to get you ahead of the curve and attracting newer customers and clients to you. And equally, sharing and getting reviews and testimonials and giving social proof for you and your business is going to make sure that other people want to work with you over and above the competition. 4th thing is making sure that you put something together, do something different, hold an event, get your best clients in a room, focus on building relationships. That energy and that effort, creating raving fans, is going to make a huge difference to the results as you move forward. You'll get more referrals, you get more recommendations. Imagine the content that you can create off of the back of that. That is going to give people a feeling of the experience of being part of your business and your brand. You have to be customer focused. The better relationships you build with your customers, the better results you're going to get in the future. The fifth and the final thing is a little bit of a selfish one, is where Active is going in the course of the next 12 months. As I mentioned, I've got a brokerage that I've had since 2006. We're now a team of 25. We really help our advisors to increase their sales and hit the £100,000 mark and beyond. Some of our advisors are doing £200,000 a year in banked income, of which they get a percentage of. But we really provide a service of systems, team, almost an employed, self-employed environment merge. You get all the benefits of being employed, but underneath the self-employed umbrella. I've been teaching, coaching, and training since March of 2019, and I'm putting a huge focus into that now. Active Success is all about generating leads, increasing sales, and maximizing profit. We are here to train, we're here to educate, we're here to coach and mentor you into success, because there's not enough foundational training on how to be a better advisor, how to do the job more efficiently and effectively, how to put yourself out there online, how to produce content. I give you all the how-to through my podcast, through my YouTube channel, through my social media content. If you want to go and learn how to do that yourself, it's going to take you the amount of time that it did for me. If you want to get the implementation, if you want to get the support and actually be shown how to do it, that's where Active Success can help you, because we can take what took me this long to this amount of time for you, because you can just follow our proven roadmaps and proven successes. And the third and final part, as we focus on our existing clients, because our clients are now advisors, the more we look after advisors, the better results that advisors get, is to look at our network, where we take over the compliance support, giving you autonomy, transparency, and choice over how you run your business without the headache of multiple places to upload client documentation, without the control of a typical network. We're small, we're boutique, and we only want to work with proactive advisors who want to grow, who want to increase their income, who aren't afraid to do things that they've not done before. If that's you, you know how to connect with me. You can leave a comment below. You can hit me up on my social media channels. If you're an individual that you think is aligned to our vision, our mission, and our values, we are a business consultancy group that wants you to succeed, that wants you to win, and wants you to achieve more mentally, physically, and financially. If you want to be part of that huge vision of transforming an industry, then we are the business for you. That's what Active is all about, making it happen. Thank you very much indeed for being a fan, a follower, a listener, a subscriber to the show. It's been a pleasure to serve you, pleasure to provide you with valuable information. As always, I would love to provide you with as much support as I possibly can. Everything that I do comes from the pain, the anxiety, the stress that I felt building a business that I absolutely hated to almost 7 figures over a 10-year period, going through the painstaking learning, testing, reviewing, tweaking, perfecting of generating leads, increasing sales, and maximizing profit, so that you can get much quicker results and you can learn vicariously through the mistakes that I've made, so that you don't have to make them too. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Remember, now's the time to become pro.